Power English.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Boy, we are getting closer to the end of the month.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, that's right. January is already just flown by.
1/12 of the year is almost over.
I'm telling you.
I
don't know. I just don't know. But I tell you, it is, we've been talking about the winter blues.
Yes.
And we've had some really cold days.
Oh, my goodness.
And dark days in January. But here in the dialogue, it seems that someone is happier today.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's something great about winter, but if it goes for too long, it can kind of, start to affect you a little bit.
Yeah. And I think personally for me, it feels better in Korea because you've got like 설날 coming up.
Yes.
So there's something to look forward to.
That is true.
In the U.S., you have Thanksgiving in November, Christmas, December, and then New Year's Day, obviously.
Right.
And then there's nothing for the rest of winter.
A lot happens in those 2 months
Yeah.
or 3 months.
Yeah.
And then after that, there's nothing.
I mean, Valentine's Day?
Maybe like Easter, maybe?
I mean, Easter in spring, though.
Yeah,
so
in
it's like
spring.
March or April.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's sometimes a state of mind. Not
For
just,
sure.
Right? So like that shift is good for us. Okay, so let's see what today's dialogue is about. Now, if you lift someone's spirits, what are you doing?
Spirits here, we're talking about your mood. So it means this is making your mood lighter or brighter. It's making you happier.
Okay, now this is very similar to the next expression, to lighten up. But now if you tell someone, hey, lighten up, you have to be careful.
Right,
Yeah.
yes. Lighten up can have a couple of different meanings. It means to make less heavy. So something is heavy and you're saying, hey, let's kind of make it lighter, but it can mean like be less strict.
Yeah.
Or even like a space, your room. You can make it brighter and say that you're lightening up the space.
Okay, great. All right, we'll see how it's used in the dialogue. And finally, if you feel more like yourself, this is interesting. I mean, don't we all feel like ourselves?
Sometimes not.
No.
So we generally have a feeling of this is my personality, this is my usual mood. But if you are maybe depressed, sad, something like that, or maybe even you're taking a medicine which makes you sleepy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I don't feel
Brain
like myself.
fog, yes.
I don't feel normal. I don't feel regular or how I usually feel.
Yeah, and now you feel regular. You feel more like yourself.
Yes.
Okay, great expressions. Let's go ahead and listen to our power dialogue.
You seem happier today. Something really lifted your spirits.
I'm learning to lighten up about the small stuff. I usually get irritated by everything, especially in winter.
I can tell that you feel more like yourself again.
I finally look forward to mornings. I used to hate getting up before sunrise, but now I realize I'm grateful to see it every day.
That's a great way to look at it. You'll really see the sunrise in the summer.
I'll keep doing these little things. They really help.
Please turn to page 152. You can find our power dialogue there. Now, Grace begins by saying, you seem happier today. Something really lifted your spirits. Now, Cameron, when we talk about spirits, and we do use this like, oh, I'm in high spirits today, or, so it has to do with kind of our energy level.
Right.
Right? So if something lifts your spirits, what is it doing to you?
It puts you in a better mood. You were sad, you were depressed, maybe even angry, but something happened to you. Maybe you just ate some sugar, drank some coffee.
Had a nice Tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lifts your spirits all the time.
Totally.
Yeah.
Things like that can put you in a better mood, and so it would lift your spirits.
Yeah. So getting an unexpected gift or a phone call from an old friend
Yeah.
can lift your spirits. So it could be material. It could be, just something, a gesture, an experience.
Even good news.
Yeah.
You were not very hopeful. You thought something wouldn't happen, but you got good news.
Yeah.
So hope returns.
Oh, yeah.
Lifts your spirits.
I tell you, if you lose hope, that's the end of all things.
That's the hardest.
It
yeah.
is. Okay, lift your spirits. In fact, when I come into the studio, Cameron, my spirits are lifted.
Oh.
Because I get to speak with you.
It's true.
It is.
We have a fun time in here.
Yeah, we do. Okay, Jack says,
I'm learning to lighten up about the small stuff. I usually get irritated by everything, especially in winter.
Okay, so Jack is learning to do something, and this is also a great power pattern, actually. It's just like, well, I can't fully do it, but I'm trying, okay? And he's trying to lighten up about the small stuff. Okay, let's break this down. First of all, what is the small stuff?
The small stuff are the details, the things that honestly do not matter. And depending on the situation, it can be different. But for example, let's say you have a holiday party. We have Seollal coming up, right?
Yeah, right.
And let's say for some reason the 동그랑땡 doesn't taste that good. Or, the other food you make.
Or it's too salty.
It's too salty. Something like, something about the food is wrong.
That is so funny.
But when you think about it,
yeah.
Seollal isn't about the 동그랑땡.
And how salty.
It's not about the, the food or whatever it is, right? It's really about getting together as a family. That's the important stuff. The small stuff are maybe the extra things that are good.
Yeah.
But if they don't go well, it should be okay.
Right. And so people who are perfectionists, their problem is that they worry about the small stuff. Yeah, too much, that it's very stressful. So the 동그랑땡, I made 동그랑땡 the other day.
Yeah.
That's funny you mentioned it.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't even Seollal. It was just a normal day because my family loves it. So if you lighten up about the small stuff or the details, because sometimes we think the details are important.
Yes.
But in this context, there is a negative side to that.
Right. So if you lighten up, you are not as strict. You're not as worried. You are not as concerned about something.
Right.
In this case, with the small stuff, you're saying, hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole idea. So then Gray says, and I can tell that you feel more like yourself again. Okay, we've got a pattern and an expression. Our pattern is, I can tell that you.
Yes.
Now, okay, so I can tell is a little tricky, kind of hard to understand.
Yeah.
So what does this mean?
Yeah, this can be a little tricky if you're not a native speaker of English and you're hearing this.
That's right.
Because the tell here is not about talking. It's actually about seeing or recognizing something.
Right.
So if the order was different, I can tell you that. It is about speaking, right?
Yes.
You're saying I can say this to you.
Yeah, but that.
Right. The order is different. So I can tell that you is saying that I am looking at you or I'm listening to you and I'm recognizing something.
I'm seeing something.
I'm seeing something.
And what Grace is seeing is that you feel more like yourself again. So Grace is telling Jack, oh, wow. I feel like I'm getting the regular Jack.
Yes. Yes. So like we said here in the intro, feel more like yourself means to feel normal, to feel regular, how you usually are.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's used whenever someone was sad or maybe someone had no energy. And like we said earlier, with certain medicines that make you feel kind of drowsy,
Yeah.
sleepy,
Mm-hmm.
your head's all cloudy,
Yeah.
you would say you don't feel like yourself.
Right.
But because Jack's mood has returned, Grace is saying, you seem like yourself now.
Okay, so we can also use this in the context of, someone being in a new environment and they're acting a certain way
Yes.
that they feel they should act. But later, it's like, oh, okay, I feel more like myself now.
You're comfortable.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll give you more examples in just a bit. What does Jack say?
I finally look forward to mornings. I used to hate getting up before sunrise, but now I realize I'm grateful to see it every day.
Okay, so Jack is getting up easier in the morning, and Grace says, that's a great way to look at it. You rarely see the sunrise in the summer.
It's true, because the sun comes up so early.
Yeah, it's true.
So if you're going to see the sunrise, it's better in the winter.
In the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, great idea. Let's go ahead and listen to that dialogue one more time.
You seem happier today. Something really lifted your spirits.
I'm learning to lighten up about the small stuff. I usually get irritated by everything, especially in winter.
I can tell that you feel more like yourself again.
I finally look forward to mornings. I used to hate getting up before sunrise, but now I realize I'm grateful to see it every day.
That's a great way to look at it. You'll really see the sunrise in the summer.
I'll keep doing these little things. They really help.
Okay, please join us on pages 154 and 55. It's time for Power Note. If you lift someone's spirits, you make them feel happier, more positive, right? I feel down today.
Let's watch a comedy to lift your spirits.
I love to watch a comedy to lift my spirits.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you're so sad or so depressed, but maybe you're just having a hard day.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are just those blah
Yeah.
days.
And you want to watch a comedy.
Totally.
Totally. Her kind words lifted my spirits. Yeah, when someone says something nice to you or gives you a compliment, that lifts your spirits.
Yes.
What lifts your spirits,
What
Cameron?
lifts my spirits?
Yeah. What can I do to lift your spirit?
Just being with me. Just being beside me in the studio lifts my spirits.
Well, it's great to have someone to talk to that can really understand you. I think that's a really big thing. You can have a conversation, but for them to be on the same wavelength,
Yes.
on the same level,
Yeah.
of understanding,
It's true.
that makes a big difference.
For sure. I think because we're both American, raised in the U.S.,
True.
kind of understanding certain types of comedy.
Yes.
For example, humor. I recently watched like a comedy special with a Korean friend.
Okay.
And they just didn't understand so much.
Of course.
And
You were laughing.
I was laughing so
hard.
much.
Yeah.
And there was just, there's a certain thing that wasn't connecting.
Sure.
Unfortunately.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. Okay. If you lighten up, it means to become less serious or worried. So I'm stressed about everything.
Come on, lighten up a bit. Your life is not that bad.
Now, remember I had mentioned if you say this in this form, what are you telling the other person? Lighten up.
Lighten up. Don't stress so much.
Don't worry so much.
Or don't be so mean.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, for example, let's say a parent has to get on to a child, scold them. But maybe it went a little too far.
Yeah.
Maybe the parent was a little too mean.
That's right. Too strict.
Too strict, too serious. The other parent might say, hey, lighten up. They're just a kid.
Right. So for you to say something like this, I think that there has to be like a close relationship. You can't, it's a bit of an attack a little bit, like, hey, lighten up. It's like, okay, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
So correct it.
You're doing too much.
Too much.
Too heavy.
Too heavy. Tone it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're strong words. Okay. Try to lighten up and enjoy the party.
Yeah.
Now, when you add the try, it does soften it, right, Cameron?
Yeah, it does soften it up a little bit. So maybe it is still a friend. Let's say you're at a party.
Yeah.
and one person starts talking about something political, and it makes someone really mad.
Yeah.
And they start kind of yelling or whatever.
Oh, no.
But then your friend pulls you over and says, hey, just try to lighten up and enjoy the party.
That's right. Yeah.
It's
don't
just,
get too serious. Let's not talk about
Let's not talk about politics. Let's not talk about religion.
Let's talk about the music.
The weather.
That's
Lighten
right.
up a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, in our conversation, however, it's I'm learning to lighten up about the small stuff.
Yes.
So in this case, if you lighten up about this issue, it means that you're less concerned and less worried.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're really letting the small stuff not bother you. Yeah, maybe your clothes aren't ironed. It's fine. If your clothes have some wrinkles.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think I rarely iron my clothes.
Yeah, I don't much either.
Only when it's absolutely necessary and visible. I don't have time.
Yeah, only in front of camera. Only if I know there are going to be pictures or video taken.
That's right.
Only time I iron.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay. Feel more like yourself or feel like yourself. It works both. It's fine. And this means that you're feeling more normal, more naturally yourself after a difficult time. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're smiling again.
Thanks. I finally feel more like myself.
Yeah. So you weren't happy. You were very upset about something. Mm-hmm. Maybe you lost your job. Something bad happened.
Right.
And you were just so sad and so depressed.
So down.
So down. You're feeling more like yourself. Okay. After the vacation, I felt more like myself.
Yeah. Getting some relaxation can make you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I would say generally this feels like you're going from a sad state to a happier state.
Yeah.
But if you're someone like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
His natural state is kind of okay.
Yeah.
He's a depressed person. Yeah. So it would be weird. He's a depressed donkey, I guess.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if he's too happy.
True.
So if he's very happy and he goes back to being sad, maybe that's when he's going to feel more like himself.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
You're like, what's going on?
Why are you so happy?
Yeah. Okay. So it really depends on what original state
your
you're in.
normal average state.
Okay. I can tell that so from what I see, okay, I can tell that you have something else you want to say.
It's written on your face.
Yeah, I can see it. Mm-hmm.
I can tell that you have a great sense of humor.
Thank you.
You
too.
Such a good joke teller.
Okay. All right. Our power vocab today is the small stuff. We're talking more about the minor details, the little problems in life.
They don't really matter.
Yeah.
But sometimes we make the small stuff into bigger stuff.
Yeah. Forget it. We don't have time for the small stuff.
No, never.
No. Okay, very good. Check out the definition on page 156. And please stop by Audio Ohakdang. Thank you so much for studying with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.